Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to trade no news Mondays or Tuesdays, or just in no news days in general. So we hop right in. As you can tell, this week we had no news on Monday and no news on Tuesday. So let me just play some music here, bro. Alright, so if we get right into it, if you look at price action here on Tuesday, because I believe Tuesday was a pretty clean example. Okay, right here, right before E30. So if you look at price action here, just like based off of just higher time frame here, where's the drawn liquidity? 4-hour inversed. It looks like we're going here, right? We mitigated this 4-hour order block. Price is trading higher. Hourly inversed, tapping hourly gaps. Hourly gaps is getting respected, while bearish gaps is getting disrespected. Price is clearly bullish, right? It's recording, good. Okay, so coming into this, I always look at 8:30. Okay, so if we type in right here, 8:30 is key for no news days. Okay, I am expecting 8:30 to manipulate to a key level before 9:30 opens, so that 9:30 delivers to the drawn liquidity. Okay, so 8:30 is key for no news Mondays. I'm expecting 8:30 to manipulate to a key level first before 9:30 opens, so that 9:30 delivers to the drawn liquidity. Okay. Okay, so going to the 15-minute. This is 8 a.m. Again, well, actually higher time frame. Let's jot down the key level first. Key level. This is hourly gap by the looks of it. Okay, as you can see, this SIBI's holding. This BISI is holding after we swept sell side liquidity. Boom, we swept sell side, and now we're trying to deliver higher again, but I want to see the manipulation happen after 8:30. So I'm expecting a resweep. As you can see, 8:30. What are we doing? Let's mark it out. Is opening lower, open lower. Where to? The key level, right? Price open to the key level. Sweep. Okay. What are we tapping into? Again, this hourly gap, like we know, right? So if you look at price action, 8:30 opens lower, taps into the key level. Now I'm looking for a lower time frame inversion, right? In this occasion, we have this 5-minute, but it has yet to be mitigated. So I'm looking to see if I can get an entry before the 5-minute gets mitigated, and I'll use the 5-minute as my break even so that I can target the 8:30 high, right, which is equal highs again. So whenever you're targeting 8:30, you want to target the 8:30 opening price, and in this occasion, since I am bullish, the opening price is at the highs, right? So since 8:30 opened lower, I'm going to be targeting the highs, right? So it's open low, I'm expecting the high and the close. So I'm going to target 8:30, and anything above 8:30 that is low hanging fruit. In this occasion, anything above 8:30 that's low hanging fruit will be these pair of equal highs right there. That is low hanging fruit. We have an intermediate term high, but we're going for low hanging fruit since it's a no news day. Okay, now we're going to hop on the lower time frame. This is the trade I ended up taking. So as you can see here, we end up having what? A low, a high, a lower low, a higher high. This is your breaker on the 1-minute time frame. Okay, so we get a market structure shift, you can say, on the lower time frame after a key level has been met, right? Of course, So what am I expecting price to do here? Mitigate the key level and give me an entry before this 5 minute gets mitigated, right? So let's see, there's the mitigation. And now I'm looking for what? An entry model. My entry models is inversions. So once this gets inversed, I'm gonna look for some longs. So this is gonna be my key level. And I'm gonna look for some longs. I took a 30-second long in here. I went long right here, stop at the low. Break even was at the 5 minute unfilled. TP1 could be the 830 opening price, or anything above it, which is low hanging fruit. This could be TP1 and TP2. Okay, so I'm gonna take a long here. Take profit at the equal highs. Stop loss at the low. And then break even will be the 5 minute unfilled. Okay, as you can see, stop loss goes to break even. I'm expecting 930, this next two candles. All right, so if I click one, this next candle 930, I'm expecting it to open and immediately go to the equal highs. There it is, right? Going to the drawn liquidity, mitigating 830. So I ended up taking that trade just to show you guys. So where was this? As I called it out. So again, good morning. Coming today, bullish bias. I do believe we'll be bearish, but again, confluence is 830 will be 830 open lower, tapped into a bullish hourly bid, seen swept sell side, leaving a bullish SMT with Asia session lows. I'm expecting 930 to open and deliver straight to the drawn liquidity due to 830 manipulation. Okay, we had SMT with Asia lows as well. This is Asia session 830. Okay, done for the day. This was A plus. 30-second inversion, took it to the equal highs. And I definitely made a trade recap of this as well, just making a YouTube video explaining it more in depth for you guys. So boom, pretty clean. Okay, again, this is really short term. You're not really holding it for long term unless the daily profile of the day is bullish. In this occasion, we were bearish due to other reasons that I really don't want to get into right now. But I was bearish for the rest of the day due to the fact that, again, there's the price going lower up until 11 a.m. and then we got that reversal afterwards. But I was bearish for the next half of the day. Well, after 9:30, obviously, up until I don't trade after 12 or after 11:30. So due to the fact that we had SMT at the highs, but it doesn't matter. We're just going over how to trade on news days and take low hanging fruit. Sorry. How do I? There we go. Okay. We're gonna go over one more example. 830 is key for no news days. I'm expecting 830 to manipulate to a key level before 930, so that 930 delivers to the drawn liquidity. Okay. Again, it depends also on like key levels and the type of days that we're in, but let's just look for some more examples here. I'll go over one more example, and this works with 9:30 and 10 a.m. and other prices as well. Like this works really well with time. Whenever you look at time, it doesn't just work with 8:30, it works with 10. Example, like 10 a.m. here opens low, and then we get that distribution, right? We have accumulation. 10 a.m. opens lower, manipulation, and then we have the distribution. What are we opening to? Lower, into this bullish gap, sweeping the low and below the monthly opening price, right? So price is constantly doing this, right? As you can see, let's go on the 30-minute time frame, see if we can look for another spot where 830 opens into a key level. All right, right here, found another one. Okay, so as you can see, let's go on the 15-minute time frame. Let's mark out 830 right here, opening price. Boom. What does 830 do? Opens lower into what? This key level being this 15-minute BISI, right? look at price here as well. What is 9 doing? 9 is opening lower as well. So what am I expecting now? Again, I'm expecting A30 to open lower into a key level, right? Obviously, we don't meet that key level after 930 opens, so 930 is opening lower still until we hit that key level on ES. 930 goes higher because we tapped into that key level. Now we're breaking structures to the upside. 5-minute inverses on 950 macro. What am I expecting price to do? Deliver us higher, right? Because A30 open lower, 930 open lower into a key level. Once tapped the key level, we invalidate the gap. Obviously, I'm going to look for a lower time frame entry. Again, I'm going to wait for this mitigation right here. Again, mitigation plus the gap. So I would look for something like this. That gap right there. And again, if I'm looking at the 5-minute, I'm going to go break even at the 930 high, which is right here, and then TP1 right here, or anything above the opening price, essentially, right? So TP1 will be A30, or anything above it that's low hanging fruit, right? Which is equal highs, and then daily profile gives us Asia session high. So it's a New York reversal daily profile. So like I said, if the daily profile of the day aligns, you can target those external highs. In this occasion, it's a New York reversal. So 5-minute inverse, let's see if we get a tap here. So this will be break even. TP1 will be A30, and then TP2 will be the equal highs and Asia highs. So let's see, we get a fill here. Boom. So I'm gonna buy 3 cons. Stop loss at the low. Take profit at the highs, right? So let's see this. All right, boom. That's break even. A30 gets mitigated. That's TP1. Let's sell 1. And then let's see the equal highs and the rest. And boom. Okay. As you can see, gives us a banger trade, right? 1 to 3R, pretty nice trade. Boom, just like that, right? As you can see, price anything below the opening, and again, when there's an external draw, anything below A30, buying opportunity, buying opportunity, buying opportunity. 2 equal highs and the external, which is Asia session highs. After that, you can expect price to flip over. If you look at this, there's a 5-minute IFEG targeting this 15-minute unfilled and this 5-minute unfilled down here, right? So this could be another short entry right here. Again, this is just not, this is a little bit shifting away from the, but just to show you guys the key levels, right? So boom, deliver straight to that, right? 5-minute inversion, 15-minute unfilled, 5-minute unfilled, and then we go higher again. Just to show you guys, right? And then again, if we displace through this, we can mitigate some more breakers and then continue going higher, right? Boom, going higher. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Just to go over one more example, I have another example even on my YouTube. My biggest trade that I've caught was using this. Ew, bro, what the fuck is that? Plutus trades. Not even signed in. Just show you guys again. A30 opens lower, close above A30. Again, in this occasion, daily profiles New York reversal. So again, A30 manipulates into the key level, and then gives us that lower time frame inversion inside of this below A30, creates a protected low, and then 930 delivers higher to the drawn liquidity. Okay, I hope this kind of makes sense. Yeah, same thing again. I just kind of go over drawn liquidity, what I'm expecting every single time. Same thing with 930. Again, if I'm bullish, A30 open lower into discount of the entire dealing range, so I'm expecting 930 to deliver to the draw. This was on Thursday, I believe. So if we go back to live time, or but to recently, okay, Thursday. If you look at Thursday, we're clearly bullish here. Okay, price is clearly displacing, and hourly gap is holding, displacing higher, bullish breaker. We sweep the lows. Price is clearly bullish, right? What is A30 gonna do? If we're bullish, we're gonna do what? A30 goes lower, manipulates lower, and then what do we do after? A30 manipulates lower. What I'm expecting 930 to do? Again, deliver us higher, right? In this occasion, price ended up opening higher right away, but we took out data highs. So again, this gets a little bit more complicated, but I did end up taking a trade this day. Let me show you guys which highs, to these highs up here. Again, if I'm bullish, so we break it down over here as well. Again, we broke structures to the downside. Again, mitigating what? This is midnight open. This is midnight open, I believe. Yeah, 12 a.m. right there. Midnight open. What do? Mitigate midnight open. So this is a false breakout, right? Because you're bullish. So just because we get a breakup structure after a super liquidity doesn't mean I'm going to be bearish. Again, it's all probability. So I'm going to play with the trend. We come mitigate this false breakout. We inverse back up. We sweep the high. Again, I need displacement through. Once price closed above the 930 high, right over here, this is where I went long. So I took 930 opening price, extended it out in time. And again, if we look over here as well, I said markets aren't looking too great in my opinion. Price has already taken my data highs, drawn liquidity. ES keeps on displacing high. In order for me to have a drawn liquidity, I need two things: a close above 930 high, forming a 5-minute bullish breaker, and then drawn liquidity will be all-time highs on NQ. By the way, I know it's SMT'd with ES, but if we do this, then that means the SMT won't hold. And since ES keeps displacing higher, I bet that's what's most likely. I bet that's what going to most likely happen. That's what's most likely going to happen. I don't know why I worded it that way. That's so weird. Or two, I need to close through the 5-minute discounted BISI, making data lows, drawn liquidity. So as you can see, either close above, a retest, and then higher, or displacement through, close below, and retest, and then lower, right? So what do we get? I want to see close above, price displaced, closed above, and then retest, right? So we should go back to this example. Price comes back again. I wanted to close above. Where's the close above on the 5-minute? So we go here, boom. This is a clean close. Again, I initially wanted, I guess, this leg here, because the most recent leg, close above, retap what? This is 930. So let me change this color here. So this is 930 opening price. I want to tap into the 930 and look for what? A lower time frame inversion. In this occasion, we have a 2-minute. Remember, I took a long here, stop below, and then targeted all-time highs. What is break even? This high. This high is break even, and then targeting those highs up there. Break even, and then straight to the drawn liquidity. Okay. Again, pretty simple. Using price action here. Price will tell you, time will tell you. You just have to wait for it to be undeniably clear. A30 opens lower, expecting price to be bullish for the rest of the day. Right? You're just waiting for everything to align. This doesn't align because we broke structure to the downside, so it's a bet. It's not that good. And then once we inversed here, we had a bearish SMT here, so I didn't like it. I want to see bit displacement through. Once actually price displays through, create that 5-minute bullish gap. Again, mitigating 930 one more time. Actual displacement. Mitigation 930. We mitigate anything below the opening price is a buying opportunity. Same thing like 830. So same thing here. Anything below, buying, buying, buying. It goes higher. Anything below 930, buying, buying, buying. Right? So I'm just waiting for that invalidation as confirmation, and then we target those highs. again, and price is tapping into what? A key level 5-minute gap first, right? If you look at price action here, it's too choppy. It's not that great. Once we have this, now it delivers. Okay. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to make it as simple as possible, spending time. I know I shifted a little bit from it, but first few examples, 8:30, and then I gave you guys a little bit of extra sauce there for you. So with that being said, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.